Greetings my movie geeks. Now, I'm not one to get emotional.
Yeah, right.
Shush. But I'll admit that when I watched this film, I think I felt the early tingle of a tear or two.
Yeah, you big crybaby.
What do you mean? Today I'm talking about fatherhood.
You cry at every film.
No, I don't. Stop it. Remember, please like, share, subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when we release our videos. Fatherhood is directed by Paul Weitz and stars Kevin Hart, Alfre Woodard, Lil Rep Howery and Paul Reiser. Beware some minor spoilers. It follows Kevin Hart's character Matthew as he comes to terms with the death of his wife Liz after an unexpected early C-section of his daughter Maddy. Resentful that Matthew and her daughter moved away from their home, Liz's mother Marion believes he won't be able to hack it and makes him promise that if he doesn't succeed, Maddy and he will move back with them for family support. Matthew has to navigate bringing up a child, balancing work and coming to terms with the loss of his wife. Now this film is based on the life and book Two Kisses for Maddy, a Memoir of Loss and Love by Matthew Loughlin. Now, I haven't read it, and I'll admit I didn't realise it was an adaptation until I began to research after watching the film. The reason I didn't think it was an adaptation of real events in a book was because everything that happens in this film is extremely generic. It's all basically stuff you've seen before, from not being able to put on a nappy or diaper, and struggling to get the baby to sleep. Then throwing in the comedy staples of bodily fluids coming out, being projected out of both ends of the baby. In fact, there are few moments of baby poo being smeared everywhere in this film. It does those things, and where you think it's going to go down the comedy route, it actually doesn't. It gives you a slight chuckle, but then goes for the more emotional punch instead. Kevin Hart plays Matthew, and I'll admit, there's only a few films that I've actually seen him in. This role is completely different to everything that I've seen of him. He's playing against type, and I'll admit, he does it extremely well. Putting the generic nature of the film aside, Hart is able to keep you interested, and he emotes perfectly how you would feel going through what he is. I will also admit, there were moments where I teared up.
Yeah, you big crybaby.
Yes, I know. The loss of his wife and the love he has for his daughter are worked into the film perfectly. But everything else is just breezed past. Work-life balance is almost focused on, but then it's quickly resolved. There are other scenes that work better, like when Matthew meets Swan, a friend of a friend who he has been set up with. It works as they get on and want to see more of each other. But again, the genericness of the film hits when Matthew feels he has neglected his daughter. Even though we've seen him not do this, even though it's a trope used countless times. The way Hart acts it makes you actually feel for him. Fatherhood is an okay film that could have gone into a lot more detail if it had chosen to. It is extremely generic, as I've said countless times. And if it wasn't Hart in the role, the film would have just fallen off the radar. Hart's work in this film is what kept me interested. He plays the role of Matthew well, and I want to see him do more roles in dramas going forward. I'm going to give Fatherhood a 3 out of 5, unfortunately making it just a movie. I'm Nate the Ultimate Movie Geek, and you can like, share, subscribe and ring that bell to be notified every time we upload a video. What do you think of Fatherhood? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.
2 kisses. 1 for mommy. 1 for me.
Hold on to me.
Stay close. Don't be scared.